Welcome, lovely people. I'm going to start by apologizing for my horrible voice. It sounds as though I have swallowed a frog who is trying to speak through my voice, but I'm excited about this content, so I want to play it and talk to you about it. So we're going to do it anyway, and I'm really sorry that I sound so horrible. I'm not very well, so yeah, I just wanted to apologize. But what we're going to do is we are going to go to the new world and we are going to investigate all the new content. So let's head over there now. I can't say that I haven't done it already with this character. I definitely have. But this is the first opportunity that I have to record because people are asleep. So let's head over there now. Oh, why am I even doing it through the teleporter? I can just go in here and warp. So we're going to Cursed Gotham City. Now, a couple of things have happened since the last time I recorded for DC, one of which being Extra Life occurred. So, the sparkle trail that I was talking about in, I think, the first video that I posted, maybe the second, could be the second. I got it. I love it. It's the least distracting movement material style. Um, and it's beautiful, and I've put it on almost every character that I have. There's a couple of exceptions where I have like red cloud for a rage, things like that, but I'm really happy. You can see it on her right now. See that? Isn't it beautiful? Not only that, but I went to the last chance vendor and I found forbidden boxes for armor pieces, enhanced forbidden boxes, which contain Laughing Knight armor, which has a jacket that I absolutely love, and I did get it. Let's have a look. Look, I know that's not why you're here, but we're looking anyway. And I've already added it to one of her builds. I think one of the tank builds. I can't remember exactly. But here, Enhanced Laughing Knight. I really should have done it out in a place that doesn't have really bad lighting so you could actually see. But we'll zoom right in there. That is the jacket. I love it. I love it so much. It looks so cool. And if you don't put a material on it, it kind of sparkles, or it's got enhanced line work on the front and the stitching around the back. It's awesome and I love it so much. So I'm really happy that I was able to get that. Um, we also had Halloween occur, which I think occurred after my last recording. And so I have this awesome accessory of ghosts surrounding my character. I'm not sure if I'll keep them very long, but I just thought they were cool and kind of suited Cursed. So I've got them on her at the moment. They weren't on her when we first loaded in because I had removed them. But once I go back to the build, I have saved it there, so it's in my armory. All right, so I just realized I'm gabbing on and I didn't even tell you what I'm doing. You need to collect these three here. John Constantine, Isis, and Wonder Girl. They are your dailies. Then over here, we have Wonder Woman, Batman, and Phantom Stranger. Wonder Woman and Batman were originally here for some, I was going to say bosses, but weeklies, because one of them isn't a boss. It is collecting like runic tablets throughout the world. And Phantom Stranger actually has just come in recently, where you go and defeat a ghost, Gentleman Ghost, I think he is called. So we're going to head over there first because that is something we can't really do by ourselves. We're going to check out the phases, see if there's, oh, I have a stat point that I obviously did not save in my armory. Terrible. Okay. Let's have a look at the phases, see if there's a large chunky phase there, 20 out of 40, that we can join who are potentially doing this boss. So cross your fingers, everybody. Oh, it didn't work. Did you all cross your fingers? All right, so we're no good there. Let's go check Gorgon. Oh, they are here. That is why. Maybe they are running both. Hopefully they're running both and we can get both. Oh, and down I go. Kicked my butt before I could even see the enemy. It's quite a common occurrence. Oh, someone's picking me up. Thank you. A lovely person. All right, let's help them out and hopefully they're going across to the other one. They may not be though. There is a new feat that has come with the update where Gentleman Ghost has been added that involves defeating Moon-touched Gorgon, I think it's 30 times. Something I have not done with this character. I will say though, things have changed with this character a little bit. So I was at the start of this. Roll, come on, girl. Okay. trying to play her kind of relaxed. I wasn't really going to raids if I could help it. In fact, I hadn't done any until this world. So I was playing this world with this character, and some people were asking, and they needed one DPS. And I was like, I'll wait a few minutes, see if someone else goes. No one went, and I was like, I really want the armor piece. So guess what? I loaded in. I didn't feel too bad about it though, because I already had worked out, as you probably know, that, oh, I have been booted from the game. The game loves me, apparently. Let's hope we can get back into that phase and go for the boss. This happens to me occasionally. I think I've told you guys before. I get booted from here. Sometimes on my Switch, I just get kicked out because apparently they love me so much. But we'll just load back in and see how we go. It is just after reset right now, so most likely people will still be doing it even if I don't catch this one. But yeah, I didn't feel too bad because I had worked out that I had already unlocked things from raids with replay badges that I hadn't intended to do. I hadn't realized that I'd done it, but clearly I had. Sometimes I get in this, okay, let's unlock everything that we can on all my characters that I've done on my main, and I clearly wasn't paying close enough attention. So I'm giving up a little bit with trying to maintain this one as no raids and not doing things in groups. She is a relaxed character. I'm not playing her too hardcore, but yeah, I had already screwed up by the time Cursed came, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. I will help them. Let's do it. So I did it. But I do have plans to start a character from scratch on an account that is new with no money input, at least from the start. And I would like to see potentially. I mean, it depends what people are interested in, what they want to find out, what they want to know. I mean, people want to see the raids, but I can do that with this character. But I'm curious if I play from scratch and I don't go into load ins, I'm not being dependent on other people. I'm curious how it plays. I'm curious how it builds. I know it may not be everyone's interest, but it's mine. So I am going to give it a shot. Which phase did I end up in here? Hang on. My screen has zoomed right back into my character. Let's check where we are here. Seems like it may have been a little quick. Yeah, here we go. I can still get it, I think. I don't think they will have killed it this quickly. Everybody, cross your fingers this time, please. Oh, I've got it. Yay! All right. So, Gentleman Ghost. This one has quite a few feats. You need to defeat him. I think there's 4 feats for just defeating him a bunch of times. 100 being the maximum, I believe. So, 25, 50, and 100. Down I go. It's because I keep looking at you. I'll stop doing that. I'll look at my screen. Thank you for the pickup. Rally. Beautiful. Let's see if we can go pick somebody up. They've all fallen down. Everybody is getting knocked off. Why can't I even run? Okay. That was completely unsuccessful. Um, sorry, I think I may have said four feats. There's actually three feats for defeating him: 25, 50, and 100 times.
No, I was right the first time. There are 4. There is 10, 25, 50, and 100. Sorry, guys.
There's also ones for completing his mission. So you have to do the mission 13 times. That means collecting at Phantom Stranger, completing it, and then collecting at the end, which I'll go over there now and show you. There is also a feat for knocking off a particular amount of those ghosts that come out of those, I think they're graves. And there's also a feat for collecting those graves before the ghosts come out. So a little cog will come up above it and show you a little timer that lets you know that you kind of need to collect it or activate it or whatever you do. Press B on it. X, I don't know. I'm used to the PlayStation controller. Press a button on it and it will stop the spirits from coming out. So I'm just going to go into my feats list here. Episodes, Justice League, Cursed. Apparently I've collected 25 base items from here on a different character. That's exciting. Okay, I've done that on other characters. See the issues I'm having. So tempting to just unlock them. All right, so we have... Those ones are the standard ones for this area, these feats here. 63 Stone Olympians. They are enemies that come out near Gorgon. That is the weekly, that one there, Hexpad. That is not a boss where you just collect the tablets. Then we've got these ones that are collected as you complete dailies. Now, where have we got? Vortex is also with dailies. 200 skeletons and spirits while fighting gentlemen ghosts. So that one is one of the ones I'm talking about. And I'm currently on, what, 21? I have not done it very much, clearly. And that's the destroy the gravestones. So that's the one where you collect the little cog that comes up above it. And defeat 10 times. So yeah, that's, I might be 4 after all, is it? Defeat gentleman ghost 10 times. Okay, 10, then 25, then 50, then 100, I believe. So let's hope I'm right and not giving you terrible information. It's a possibility. I'm great at giving terrible information. But there we go. That's all not in the world. They are load-ins. Raid. Okay. So you can see I haven't done very many for here at all, just in general. I've done about 50% maybe on another character, and this character I haven't done very much at all. But let's head back to Gentleman Ghost and see if I can at least show you those cogs popping up above the graves, but I'm not sure how far along they are in this boss, and it's not loading for me. I hope I don't get kicked out again. Oh, maybe, oh, they're not doing it. That's why. That's why I couldn't see anything happening, because nothing is happening. Yeah, here we go. He likes to zip around the area quite quickly. Oh, someone else got him. Good job. Let's activate all my belt things. Why not? Time to go down, Mr. Ghost. Oh my goodness. Everybody getting knocked down. He's got that one. Someone's got that one. I should have chucked my other shield on for this. I don't ever use the Whirling Dervish in the middle of a battle with a boss. Should have just chucked another shield so I have more protection from things like that. And it makes it safer for me to pick up other people because a shield stops me from being knocked off or knocked over. And while I'm trying to pick somebody else up. Oh, well, that was stupid of me. I should have checked and seen that there was a beam coming across the screen at me. I wouldn't blame anyone for leaving me on the ground right now. That is totally my own fault. Okay. Thank you. All right. So let's hope it actually gets to the point where we get to see the graves. Okay. People are getting knocked out a little bit quickly. I think there's not too many of us. Maybe that's why. And sometimes there are quite low level people in here because it is the new content. So everyone can load in and play. Or come to the new world and play, I should say. I really need to get the hang of calling things the exact correct thing. I am stuck. So these are the cogs. I don't know if they're supposed to be called cogs, but here. So this is supposed to be a cursed item, but it does look like a tombstone for me. You collect it like that, and that stops the spirits and or skeletons, I believe, from coming out. So not bad. You can usually, if like on one of my other characters, there was just a huge I was going to say train, but that's what they call it on Switch. What do they call it on here? Farm. So, um, just a huge gentleman ghost farming to try to get up to that 100. You will hit those ones really quickly. I'll go, I don't need it, I realize, but I don't like to start a boss with people and then just leave them in the lurch. So I'll come back and complete it with them, help them out a bit. Before I show you everything else. So I will show you all of the daily. I'm doing fabulously, aren't I? This character's not got a lot going for her, though I will admit she's not very high. So I shouldn't be too surprised when things like this occur. I'm thinking I might switch over to tank, though, and head over so I can at least survive long enough and maybe take some damage for these people. So let's do that. I don't know what my artifacts are at now. They have leveled up since the last time we spoke. Where's the ghost? Is he gone already? I don't think so. It looks like people are fighting. Hey! Ugh. Unfair. I was gonna pick him up. That is so rude. How dare they? I couldn't even see the ice around me. See, this is the issue I tend to have. I don't know if it's a common issue. I haven't really asked a lot of people. Is it common for this to happen to you? Gotta pick up. Oh, someone got him. Oh, I'm down anyway. I'm just having, I think I have a slight amount of lag. It could be because I'm hooked up to my capture card though. But this is how we don't play this boss. we go. He's nearly down. Yay! Knock him off, guys. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. All right, sorry about that. But we will head over here. And I like to start just on this side and work my way around as I'm doing the dailies. So this is the first daily over here. We're going to knock off all these Olympian exemplars and a couple of other things. I think there's like, what are those flying guys? Cockatrice? Look, I knew a name. And here we have some hounds. And you would have seen that tablet that was on the ground. You can see on the mini map in the right top corner that there are white dots. In this area, those white dots are, I think, all the tablets. We need to get 52 of them. It's really easy and I wouldn't say quick, but quick enough. It's not a real cumbersome task to get done. So I'm very glad that they're marked on the map and make it a little easier. Some games don't do that for you. You have to find them. But we're going to knock off 30 of these guys. These are pretty simple to knock off. You don't have to be particularly high level. I've played this with one that's only just gone over to CR, so it's from over to 30, I think. No. I've played this with one that has only just had access to warping to cursed, which means I think she hit 20, level 20. She doesn't even have a CR rating thing come up yet. It's just level 20 character. So, yeah, you can do it regardless. I do recommend putting a shield on though, because just in case they hit a little hard for your character, if it's early on, you will be a little bit safer and won't have to warp all the way to the start and come back. Not that it's very far, but anything to save a little bit of time. And, oh, Minotaurs. I didn't realize they were part of this, actually. But we're going to collect the full 52 of these tablets. And I do something that apparently is annoying. It depends who you ask, I suppose. But once I have knocked off all the enemies in this section, I have a tendency to continue. No. Okay. Continue. See what I mean? Shield up. Continue with finding these tablets in this area regardless. And the reason I do that is because one of the other areas further along has got white dots on the minimap for activating cursed items so that you can release agitated spirits and irrational spirits, I believe they're called. And those are quite numerous in that area. And so it makes it difficult for me to find any of the tablets. Also, I found the people I tend to be playing with or around at the time, because I'm not playing with anyone, but around at the time, seem to start in this section as well. A lot of people run off to this side, but they don't stay. They head around to the next one, head around to the next one, then complete their tablets. So usually I can do the tablets here without another person running around trying to get them at the same time as me, and that makes it just a little bit easier, especially if they're not ones who like to group. I've noticed that there are some people who are happy to group and then leave as soon as whatever they need is done. But some people really are against it and seem to like to battle for it or race for it, which I find interesting, I suppose. I don't really understand the purpose of it, but I mean, do you? And there we go. And if you're playing villain and they're a hero or vice versa, that's going to make it so that you can't group anyway. So yeah, but I've played a hero and had heroes like racing to get to things before me, and I'm like, is it really that big of a deal, guys? Just chill. Anyway, the reason I'm knocking these guys off is because I wanted to show you that these tablets are also in the middle of the 4 people. When you see 4 enemies surrounding a tablet on the ground and kind of like shooting a beam out towards it, you can get a tablet from that. So it's not fast. It takes longer because you have to knock the enemies off first. It doesn't even activate before then, so you can't shield up, grab it, and leave. But just in case, when you're actually doing the enemies at the same time as this, it's a little bit of a good thing to realize that, well, aim for the 4-pack and you can get your tablets at the same time, at least some of them. So, yeah, I hope that's helpful. Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking and not really saying anything, which, I mean, if you're here, it's clearly not bothering you that much, but sorry anyway. Also, I have on my first two videos, and probably some other ones because I have pre-recorded some other things, I am wearing a red headset. So I have decided, because I play on all three consoles, I play on the Nintendo Switch, I play on the Xbox, and I play on the PlayStation. So I've decided that I'm going to have the correct color headset for each of those things, because um, it may not happen. Look, it may not happen. But if people are interested and they want to know what console I'm on and what I'm dealing with at the time, they can look at the headset color that I'm wearing and know that's Xbox. I'm not interested. That's PlayStation. I need to watch that one, whatever it is. So I've clearly moved up a little bit further in the line as well. You can see that I'm now collecting cursed civilians who are part of one of the other dailies. So I've moved along far enough that I'm now attacking a different group. It is not the group with the white dots, though. It's the one towards the end. So if you are standing where you first load in and you face towards the cemetery, if you run just straight ahead through the cemetery and over the fence, this is where you will end up, is over this side. And I quite like this area because I like that the enemies, some of them, the cursed guys, not the weapons, you attack them and then you do the little cog on them, collect them. I also quite like the purple vortexes, just because I think they look really cool. I have actually I did a thing that people will probably think it's lame, but that's okay. I'm going to tell you anyway, and you can laugh at my lame things that I do. I brought my character here, and oh, sorry, too close. Oh, actually, I should tell you that first. If you go too close to the vortex, your ability tray disappears. Oh, sorry, loadout tray. I'm sorry. Wrong words all the time. Hopefully, I notice it enough and I cut myself in correcting myself if I ever forget. So let's hope. But yeah, I brought my character here and took some screenshots of her standing in front of purple vortexes and things like that because they look cool. And I am going to use the pictures in some things, like probably in some videos as background. I use one that I took not with the purple vortex as the background, but in Cursed with the moon as the background because I love that moon. It's so big and bright. I use that as the banner header for this channel, so I don't know. It's a bit of fun, and if you think that's lame, that's fine. All right, so what are we on now? We've got 29 of these guys, and done with that one. And I don't know how many of the tablets we are on because I was too busy cheering your ear off with a whole bunch of really fun and hopefully entertaining or useful information. We're on 24, so almost at halfway. Let's head this way. There's some white dot. I'm going to head over to the other location and show you. Normally I would stay over this end for a bit longer, but hang on, let's activate my journal. Oh, I did it again. I forgot to put my stat point in. Have we done that one? Yeah. Okay, so usually I use a task that I've completed to orient my direction so that the yellow arrow is always pointing to where you first load in, and then I know where I am in relation to it, which I know is probably not the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to activate the task that you're up to and then follow the arrow to the location, but I find it faster to simply have it there showing you. Oh, see, that's them. That's the beam. See? The beam that's going onto the tablet there. There's usually four of them. No, there is four. They just came to attack me. Four of them that are doing that. And you can collect that tablet after you knock those guys off. So, yeah. Yeah, I find it slightly faster. Very, very slightly faster if I just pick the first task that I'm going to do and have that highlighted in my journal. And then I go everywhere based on the arrow once I've completed the task. So that automatically will orient back to the start here, telling me this is where I need to go, and it lets me know where I am in relation to the center. So where I just came from, if you run straight through the middle there and go right over that fence, or I think there's like a giant tomb building thing there first, but after that, that's where those ones are, and then to the right there is where I went. I say right, but it depends what way you're facing. But this side is where I went. I should go by the map, shouldn't I? Right, I should face that way and then go by north, south, east, west, shouldn't I? So wait, so I'm facing south, so that would be east.
No, that would be west.
Over there. correct me if I'm wrong. It's gonna happen. I'm really good at it. If there was a job where you could just be wrong, I would take that job. I'd be amazing. So here we go. This is the last daily that I need. This is the area where you're going to see a whole bunch of white dots on the map. So let me show you some of those. Should be one along the front, I believe. Yep, here we go. See, so this is a white dot on the map. It's clearly not a Moonstone tablet, but it brings up an agitated spirit, which is good because I don't have the feats on this one for them. You need to get a particular amount of these and a particular amount of the other kind that come out. I think it's irrational, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But we'll try another one and see if we can find out what it's actually called. But yeah, I find it like you have to wait until you have completed this task before it's worth trying to locate the tablets in this area, which isn't a huge deal. It's not difficult. Oh, disturbed and impatient. There we go. Disturbed and impatient. Yeah, it's not a huge deal, but I do sometimes little things that make me feel like I'm saving time. Whether I actually am or not, we're not going to talk about. But if it feels like it, then I'll do it. So, some other recent changes that have occurred. Actually, first, I still play on Switch. As of the date that I'm recording this video, I think this video comes out 2 or 3 days after I've recorded. So it may have changed by the time you're viewing it. But as of the time I'm recording, my Switch has not updated to Gentleman Ghost. There's a couple of updates that have occurred on here along with that, or maybe after or preceding, but has occurred recently. One of which is Oracle has changed, so her passive, I think it's called on here, I nearly said secondary, her passive ability on here was to slowly repair your armor. And I put it on every character just because I forget to repair. And it was annoying me, so I put it on just because I couldn't be bothered and I forget. And every now and then I'd swap her out for something, especially when I tank, because I like to have Lex and Superman in my secondaries in my passives on there usually. Not always, but yeah, I put Oracle on everybody, but now her ability has changed to a power one, which I also find useful. I kind of like it better than the cyborg passive for power, mostly because I don't have to have my base generator set to 50% or more, because that is something else I just forget. So and I'm not always carrying around a generator little thing. I forgot what they're called. Sorry, guys. So that I can access my generator and fix it. I often don't carry that around. So yeah, I'm happy with this because if I need a power ally in my passives, I'm probably going to try out Oracle now. Um, that being said, they have also removed armor damage. So when they have removed this ability from Oracle, I read it and went, no, you can't remove that. I will never remember to repair my armor. My character will be squishy all the time and just get knocked off by people. Enemies, not people. But, well, I suppose some of them are people, but when I say people, I tend to more refer to actual people playing the game rather than characters that are in the game who are not alive. But, yeah, I was so sad. I was like, this ruins all my gameplay. I'm gonna have to like write it down in my phone and remind myself all the time, repair your armor. And then I saw that they removed the repair your armor. So I was like, oh, never mind. Your armor just stays at the level it's at. I'm so happy about that change. Sometimes they change things and I'm like, but why? And sometimes they change things and I'm like, oh, thank God. This is an oh, thank God. I'm really, really glad. It makes my life a little bit easier, one less thing to think about, and something useful. Actually, two less things to think about, really, because I don't have to think about armor repair. Mind you, with Oracle in, I didn't have to anyway, but I did have to think about putting Oracle on every character in order to compensate for that. But also, I now don't think I will use Cyborg in the same way, so that saves me as well, because I won't have to do the 50% on my generator all of the time when I forget. So I like this change. Very nice change. It's not like when they changed, what was it called? Gem. I was a little sad about that. I really enjoyed. I had only just started using a gem build, and I had just leveled it up, and I was using it in conjunction with a friend who was doing the same thing, and now I'm sad about that because I did want to try it well, and I never leveled it high enough before they changed it to not work the same way. I didn't level it high enough, and then I just went, oh, well, it was fun leveling it for no reason. I mean, it's still kind of useful. It's just not useful in the way that I thought it was going to be. So that's fine. But I understand why they did it too. It makes sense to me. Some people were, I think, complaining about it being too much, like you were being way too strong compared to others, and they were talking about artifact swapping, which is something I personally can't be bothered doing, especially because I play console. It is cumbersome to do, and the menu lags, especially when you're in a battle with someone or something. So um, it delays me every time I go into the menu to try and do that. It's not easy like it is on PC. So I'd never done it. I had no problem with people doing it though. So, but it may also be because it wasn't actually affecting me in any way because I'm playing with a bunch of other people who are on Xbox slash Switch slash PlayStation. I can't believe I forgot the word Switch. It's the first console I ever played this game on. Ugh. Sometimes I just get so disappointed with myself. Anyway, that is our last Moonstone tablet. So let's head to our yellow arrow. We're at the edge of the world here. And then I'll show you the load-ins for this, the solo. I normally on, see, but not on this character, on another character, my main characters, I play this as Elite, the load in. But I haven't done it with her. I don't think I could. I don't think she's quite strong enough. She could probably get past Wonder Girl, but I'm pretty sure she would be killed by Zatanna multiple times and then I would give up. So, which I don't know, maybe worth it because that would still get me from the first boss a little bit of, is it renown? So that I can purchase the elite gear. But I can't be bothered doing that if I'm not going to make it all the way through. It feels like an incomplete task, and I dislike incomplete things. So, yeah, we won't be doing that. But I will show you the elite gear, which is just down here. You can see I haven't done anything really with the armor in this world. I should have. Okay, so here you can see all the elite gear. I have not unlocked any of it because I have not collected the renown on this character at all. I have two characters, I believe, who have collected enough renown to open a couple of them, but I haven't done an alert or a raid in Elite with those characters as yet. I've only been doing the solo in Elite because this is Xbox for me, is where I've only just started. Like, I've only been on here for just under a year, I think. Actually, shorter than that. I started at anniversary, so we haven't even hit a year for me. This is just after the Gentleman Ghost update. So I haven't hit a year yet on Xbox. So my build isn't where I would like it to be. On Switch, though, my character is nice and high and fun. So well, I say high. She's high enough for me to be happy. I am aware that there are some players who have played much longer than me or put a lot more effort into making sure that they get every single stat point that they can possibly get. I'm not that person. I'm playing for a bit of fun. And if I'm not in the mood to do something that's going to get me a stat point, but takes a great deal of effort or time where I have to pay attention to something and I'm just not in the mood that day, then I won't do it. It's, it's fun for me if people don't like me saying that I feel like my character's high enough, then I'm sorry. But on the bright side, you guys don't know what character that is and how high she is or anything like that because you could just look it up on that. I can't remember what the app is called.
The app is called DCUO Census, and this is what it looks like. This is where you can search up characters from various servers. And this is some of the information you can find out when you look up people's characters.
But there's an app where you can look up a character name on whichever console in whichever world, not world, server, whichever server they're on, and find out all their stats. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that now. But on here, I don't have characters that I would feel comfortable loading into an elite and saying, look, I'm sorry, it's not where I would like it to be to run elite. I don't want to piss anyone off. I don't want people to have to be picking me up all the time if I'm playing a damage. And I don't want to be tanking and not be strong enough to withstand it and then annoy other players. So, yeah, I I don't think I will be doing Elite on this game for a little while. I need to grind some stat points. I haven't done most of the worlds. I think the farthest back I've gone is Flashpoint, which is not very far back, so I really need to put some effort in, go to some worlds. I've done a few of the load-ins. Oh, I should say, um, with my main character that I'm talking about right now, she has gone to every single world and collected, because some of those collections tell you do the solo or duo, do the alert, do the raid, and just in case I load into them when I'm doing random omnibus, I have collected those to make sure I don't miss out on those things from it. So if it just happens by accident, great. But I collected every world, even though I haven't played every world. Um, and I will say as well, I think I've done one lower level world, Dark something, when they had double currency. I can't remember exactly. I'll look it up after we've done a couple of runs of things here, if I remember, which I may not. But yeah, I have done one world that's much further back than Flashpoint, but otherwise Flashpoint and up is what I've done, and I don't do much of it. So I used to join farming trains on Switch quite a bit, and run through and get source marks and run through and get source marks over and over, every time there was a reset, but I haven't really done it on here. And I don't know that I plan to. I've done my grinding with with that. I'm not sure if I want to consistently try and do that again, but if it's happening, maybe I'll join, but I'm not going to do what I did on Switch and seek out, oh, they're doing one, let me in, let me run this whole thing over and over and over. So um, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now because you've been looking at a screen with me just standing still. Something else that has happened is something I'm a little sad about, but I get it. The stabilizers. So you used to be able to collect stabilizer fragments and purchase stabilizers more so than what's happening here. So in your daily, which is here, this is my daily. You would get stabilizer fragment. I can speak, I swear. I'm not swearing. I can speak. You would get stabilizer fragments down here, and I think sometimes up here, but I'm not sure. So this is if you just play, you log in and you can collect this every day. This one is if you have purchased a membership, which I have on here, and you can collect this every day, including that, so both of them. But you used to be able to get stabilizer fragments in here. Actually, let's go to HOL before I show you the load-ins. I go off on tangents. I will put time. I was gonna say time cards. It's not time cards.
It's time stamps.
I will break up the video for you so that you can find the information that you may or may not be interested in. Um, but here we go. So first I will go here and I will tell you the world I was going to with my other character that is below Flashpoint. No, it's not that. 3, 4, no, 5. Oh no, it was Chaos Gotham. I was going to Chaos Gotham when they had double currency or something of the sort. All right, so that's one thing. Then here, you used to be able to buy stabilizers, and now you can't. I used to come here quite frequently. There was a cap on them. You could only purchase a certain amount within a particular time frame, but that was handy, and I really liked it. Um, I didn't click to the fact that I could do that on Switch. I only clicked once I started playing on here, and I regret that so much because now it's gone. And also, when you went to DK, what's DK? Dakota City? Yep, Dakota City, the vendor there also had them. So, and you could use the currency from defeating bosses to purchase stabilizers straight out, not even stabilizer fragments. So, that was awesome. And now that is gone. And the way we get stabilizers now, I will say I do quite like this part of it. This is something that's changed on here, but has not changed on Switch, just like Oracle and the Ghost. Um, a stabilizer fragment solo, you can see here. Oh, sorry, I have a tendency to go in here. I know most people go straight from here. Stabilizer fragment solo. So that used to be down here in a duo. You used to have to load in with someone. I appreciate that they have removed our ability to purchase them, but given us the opportunity to get them regardless of whether anyone else is going to play with us. So let's go do that now. I don't think they adjusted the level. I mean, when it was a duo, it was like easy enough that you could do it as a solo. I would often load in with someone who was clearly half asleep or was just looking to load in and let someone else do the work. Where I would run all the way up and defeat the boss and go back to the teleporter, and they're just standing there at the entrance, like, yeah, thanks. I was napping. I went to the bathroom. I don't know, whatever they're doing. So you don't need to be particularly strong to do this. It was easy as a solo when it was a duo. So yeah, we're going to do this on our own now, which I quite like. I think it was a good move. If you're going to remove the stabilizers from us being able to purchase, remove us from having to be dependent on other people. I appreciate that. That is a good move there. But I am still a little sad at the fact that I can't purchase them anymore. I wonder if they took them out of marketplace. I bet they haven't done that. I bet you can still pay real world cash, and get some stabilizers. That would be a very good incentive for people to purchase a membership or just go straight in there and get them. If you get the membership, you get a discount on top of it. And if you don't purchase the membership, you just pay the outright price for it. So yeah, that's smart. Good incentive there. If you remove it from us being able to purchase it from in-game currency, let us do it with real cash. I'll double check. I very much doubt they would have removed it, but just a thought, not something I've looked at. All right, so we've defeated all the little ads, and now we are defeating the Shadow Demon Archon. Actually, I don't know if you can call them ads because the boss doesn't appear until after. Are they still called ads?
All right, so ADS is an abbreviation for aim down sights and is most commonly used in first person shooter games like Call of Duty and Battlefield. It is also sometimes used, albeit incorrectly, by MMO players who refer to mobs of additional enemies that spawn in boss fights or tough encounters. That is what an ad is. So I would say in this case, they're not really an ad because they spawn before the boss does, right? So they're just enemies to start with. And then as you do the boss fight, if anything spawned during that, that would be considered an ad in the lovely incorrect way that we MMO players apparently use the term.
Yeah, you can explain my lack of knowledge on things if you like. You can. I'm very sorry that you're putting up with it, but yeah, I don't know exactly what the criteria is for an ad.
You do now.
I only know the term through context of gameplay, which is a lot of the way that I know things in game is context. So, I mean, you have to learn everything some way, right? I don't even know what it stands for. I think I have looked it up before, but I don't remember. All right, so we're leaving. That's the stabilizer solo. At the moment, Switch still has it as a duo. At the moment, Switch still has stabilizer purchasing.
No, they don't.
I should get on my Switch. I will do that after this because my favorite character is on there. Um, but I'm kind of hoping that because the reason I'm not so keen on playing on the Switch at the moment is because it lags really, really bad. Especially when you're in new bosses and worlds, the lag is shocking. I often can't see my enemies. I often can't defend myself when I'm getting hit because I can't see anything. So it's just me getting hit over and over. It sucks. It's really hard to play, and people will crack it as well. They'll be like, "Why didn't like one time when I was playing with Chemo, some player was like, 'How dare people not pick me up?' And I was like, 'We can't see you. We, are you not having the same lag as everybody else? Everybody is having lag. The server is so dead. I go to the broker that used to be like 20 or 30 pages long and there's like 2 items in there for furniture or something. It's really low. And the collections are really low in there too. I used to always I like browsing the broker. It's like shopping without shopping. That is such a stereotype. I take it all back. But yeah, at the moment on the Switch, they still have everything the old way. So it's still um, stabilizer duo. You can still purchase the stabilizers.
No, you can't. I don't know why I didn't remember this in the moment, but you cannot purchase stabilizers on Switch except for Marketplace. You can't purchase it from Fate, and you can't purchase it in Dakota City.
And Gentleman Ghost isn't here. You still have armor damage, and Oracle still is something you can use to repair it. So yeah, I'm not sure when that's going to be sorted or fixed up, but everyone, I keep saying cross your fingers, but let's be honest, that's going to do nothing. Oh, wait, I'm not doing the alert right now, am I? I am doing the solo, showing you the solo that I said I would. Sorry, it's a habit to go to alert and raid um, and solo, like add them all to my list or add the alert and raid first to my list because other people don't necessarily play um, as late as I do. I say late, but for them right now, hang on, I am at 9 p.m. and they are 16 hours off, I believe. So they are 5 a.m. Yeah. So 5 a.m. in the US. I say the US, but I'm sure there are many different time zones. But yeah, for some area in the US, it is currently 5 a.m. So I like to try and queue for those ASAP usually, so that I can get into them if people are running them when the reset has occurred.
I also tend to queue the alert and the raid at the very start of when I start to play because I like to have them queued up while I'm doing my daily run, so that I can do the load in no problem whenever everyone just happens to be ready. And it doesn't really matter if I go and do the load in and come back partway through my dailies. I will say that I don't tend to do it if I'm doing the bosses, because I don't want to accidentally go into a load in when I'm trying to complete a boss that I've already started. So only when I'm running the dailies.
But there we go. I will say I have noticed on Xbox this as soon as reset occurs, a lot of people are up playing, even though it's crazy hours for you guys. Because for me, the reset happens at my 7 p.m. at the moment, and when daylight savings is over at 6 p.m. for me. So that's quite a reasonable time, generally speaking, because I sleep weird hours. But for people who are actually in the US, I would say it's kind of outside of the normal hours. But um, some people are very dedicated to the game, and some people just sleep at different times than I would expect, which is perfectly fine. Now, we're in the first boss. I don't have the audio. I just realized I've not done a load in with you guys before, and I'm not sure if I should have audio or not. I tend to read the subtitles in these. Let me know what you want if anyone has an opinion, because I always play with no sound. It's not because I disturb anybody or anyone has been annoyed about it. I just tend to watch what I'm doing in gameplay and keep my hands busy, but at the same time listen to something, whether it be something comedy or something funny. Comedy and funny are the same thing. Sometimes I listen to a comedian, sometimes I listen to a sitcom, something I've seen before so I don't have to watch it, I just remember it as I'm listening to the words. Sometimes I listen to other YouTubers, um, but yeah, I never really have wanted the sound in my games, which makes it really fun because then the pronunciation of a whole bunch of things comes out my mouth incorrectly and I entertain so many people. Um, yeah, I'm just going to swap my legs because my foot is going numb. I sit in a very weird position. My leg tucks up underneath me and then I swap it around when it starts to get kinds of pins and needles. And now because I have moved my legs, I have to move you right there. Otherwise, I'm going to cut off some of my head, which I don't know, maybe a preference for you to see my head slightly missing, but I would rather that it was all there. All right, let's defeat Wonder Girl. This is going to be easy because I have done the event version, so it's going to be quick and sweet. And you can do this as long as your character is past level 20. So you don't need to be past 30 to get in here. And you can do it just fine. I've done it with a few. I've even done it, I think, one of my worst character builds at the moment, just not because it's a bad ability or anything like that, but just because I haven't put a lot of effort into her. Water, she ran through this easily at level 20 with like level 20, 19, 18, low level armor. She has a pet. The only way she got that pet is because of extra life. She has a tier 1 angelic drone pet that she got for free because of the extra life event. So yeah, she could do it easily. If you want to run through these, you can do it easily. And it's nice that you can do it as a solo, so you're not dependent on other people to run this one. Something I liked about Infernal Condog, IK. Something I liked about IK was the fact that I could run my solo by myself. I didn't have to wait for anybody or depend on anybody. That being said, on Xbox and Switch, I have someone who I play with for my main characters, with whom I can do my duos, and that's always it's guaranteed. It's not because we both need it, and so we both just get on and do what we need to do to get our character through the dailies and everything else and load ins. Um, and on Switch, wait, did I say on Xbox and Switch? On Xbox, but used to be on Switch, but we've swapped. So back when we played on the Switch, that's what happened. I'm actually going to log in on my Switch. I do log in on it daily. I don't run anything usually, but I like to collect my daily reward on there, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping. I need to stop saying crossing my fingers. That's going to just annoy me when I listen to this back and have to edit.
Yep.
Probably cut it all out and be like, stop crossing your fingers, Laura. But I'm hoping that they will. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm hoping that they will bring out a console for Switch that is able to handle the game. I don't even care if it's portable. I mean, I love that my Switch is portable, and I do like the fact that if I'm somewhere out or whatever, I don't have to take a whole console, big console with me, just the little handheld I can take. And even if it lags, I can get in on the game and do a little bit and get back off again to maintain my character if I want to. But I don't care if what they bring out next is a like at home fully plug in console or if it's a portable. I just want to be able to play my game well, and I can't at the moment. The Switch is just it's terrible. It's really really bad. I can't see. I mean, it's been bad for a while for me. Um, but I can't see anything I'm doing. On the bright side, the fact that I have played Switch for so long and become accustomed to not being able to see what's going on and anticipating what my enemy is doing, I actually can play it pretty well without seeing a single thing. So that's kind of handy. And it does kind of make you memorize a lot of things. That's probably why I can't remember names and stuff. I have like memory of maybe it's muscle memory of what to do in each boss. But it also made it a lot easier when I started playing Xbox. I was like, I can play this in my sleep. I don't need to focus on anything really because I can actually see everything. So it was much easier. Let's collect a piece of armor. There we go. And return to Cursed. So that is the solo done. You get through 2 bosses and you collect 2 pieces of armor. I always collect anything I haven't collected previously first, and then I collect the highest level one second. So if there's a purple or a blue colored one, grab that if you've collected everything else because you get more currency for it and higher exobyte for it, I believe. Anyway, so next I am going to try and load into the raid and the alert. Now, when I play on Switch, or when I used to play on Switch, um, I had friends, people who knew me or I knew. Oh, wait, I did not do that one. Don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, we'll collect that before I sell it. My augments are not full, but I can't be bothered going to salvage. So I'm just going to sell those ones for the moment. Um, and move the furniture. I have like a little bit of obsessive compulsiveness with the placement of the items inside my inventory. So I'm not sure what these were at the last time you guys saw, but they've gone up. I'm not sure which ones exactly have gone up. I'm on lasso now. But yeah, they have because I remember some of them weren't over the mark of the 80 and now all of my damage ones are. And we're well on our way to doing that with my tank ones as well. So I'm happy about that. Now, I know I was saying something about the switch. I'll remember it in a second. All right, let's queue up. Oh, I had people I knew. Right, so there were people on Switch who I knew, and people who knew me, leagues who knew myself and my friend, and anytime they needed extras, we would get asked, and we would sometimes ask, hey guys, do you mind if we run this? And they were really lovely and helpful, and it was great, but most of them don't even play on there anymore because of lag. And also I don't play much on there anymore, so it's going well. But on here, I don't have that. I don't know any of the people. I don't haven't like met other leagues and been like, oh yeah, great. I used to be on the Discord for a couple of leagues, so yeah, I don't know if I will do that. I have my own league, but it's just my own. I don't add huge groups of people, mostly because if I'm going to run a league and have a lot of other people in it, I want to be able to commit the amount of time and effort into it that's necessary for that amount of people. I don't want to be like, sorry guys, I won't be on for a while or things like that. I want to be able to run it, and I don't have the ability or the time, so I don't want to do that to anybody. I'm playing her just relaxed, and I mean, I say that, but I just got the artifact from doing the raid, like over here. I don't think I showed you. So artifact armor is here. Oh, I haven't put my mods in. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, so ragged apparitional elegance cape. I said it correctly, right? Right, probably, maybe not. So I collected that. When you have completed, first you have to complete it daily in this world. Then in your journal, it'll come up with a little thing that says, I can go into my journal, but I can't show it to you exactly. But it'll be here in events at the moment because this is the newest update. So just under main missions here, it will have event. And it'll say to do one world mission, and then you need to do the solo, then the alert, then the raid. Once you've done that, you come over here and you speak to Mary. Oh, over here, Mary Shazamily. Let's hope I said that correctly. Is it Shazam's daughter? Sister? Friend? Don't know. I haven't even seen anything of Shazam. I just know that he is a superhero who is a child who was, I think, given something like magic words from someone else that cause him to turn into Shazam, maybe? And he turns into an adult. And so you hear all these childish things coming out the mouth of a fully grown man. So, but that's all I know. I don't even know what his powers are. And he's an enemy in here. So, yeah, you would come over here and you collect the cape. Here you've got, I'm so sorry, it often doesn't show up the image for me, but this bottom one is like an exobyte that you put into it, and these are catalysts that help you break through on it once you've filled it with the exobyte. So then you would collect it from there because it will be in your journal telling you to do so, and it will tell you to return to Mary. So you would come back over here and collect the question mark from Mary, and then this guy suddenly gets the little icon for a vendor, and he has the same inventory, which I think was a very smart move. I appreciate that they have the going to the grave site because it makes me feel like you're kind of grave robbing someone's cloak, and then when you return, I think it's nice of them to have put a vendor right at the entrance here, so you don't have to go running around to find them. I like that everything is nicely together here. It looks like I may not be getting into a raid or an alert. I did queue it, right? No, some people are doing chemo. All right, let's just check I'm on duty for the event. I am. Did I do both? I did. All right. I thought this might happen. It's happened to me before. I'm going to get out of that menu and do one at a time through the other menu because occasionally that's all it takes to fix it for me. So we're going to cancel it and clear it. Clear. Yeah, some things seem a little glitchy to me. Cursed. Shall we go raid or alert? Let's do alert. Alert is more likely to be run. Now I don't know if I should keep telling you things or if I should pause the video until we get into one. Oh, I have a text message here. I'm so popular. I'll laugh. It's probably my mum. It's my mum. Oh, and apparently Multiverse has come out with a new video. I find I only have just recently become aware of Multiverse. I watch Obsidian Chill on occasion to get information about the things that are going on. Um, I feel like he's very objective and succinct in explaining things. So I appreciate that. But I only just recently became aware of Multiverse. And I think it's quite funny because the reason I became aware was I watched a video from Obsidian Chill where he is talking about someone who kind of talked about him incorrectly, saying that he is a massive advocate for DC, which is not the case. He's just honest about DC. And so that same person who was critiquing Obsidian also critiqued Multiverse, saying that he and Multiverse both are the big advocates for DC. And I thought, who's Multiverse? So I went to that video and found out where Multiverse was and added him. And now I've never watched a video, but now I'm getting notifications ready. So I will probably have some DC content to watch because I enjoy it. Obviously, if I'm playing the game.
I should probably also clarify that I recorded this video before I both recorded and uploaded my reaction video to the noir comic material, chroma, sorry. Um, and that, so what I'm saying in here is before Multiverse actually has come to my channel and defended me in my comments. So I would just like to say thank you.
I have just checked on Switch and the stabilizers are gone from Fate. I'm just going to check also if they're gone from Dakota City. But I suspect that they are gone. I think I actually vaguely remember something about them disappearing, but the stabilizer load-in has remained a duo. I nearly said a twosome. No stabilizer at the vendor in Dakota City. They're gone. So you're dependent on a duo at the moment on Switch, which is a little frustrating. I don't like that very much, but hopefully they update it soon so that you can actually do the solo. Um, but I say that often they don't do things soon on here. Also, has anyone else noticed that? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kick you. I was swapping legs and I should have stopped and swapped rather than trying to do it while I'm chatting. But have you noticed how most of the events that occur, like anniversary, Christmas, that sort of thing, have a countdown to let you know when they will be finalizing, finished, over with? But Halloween, 2 years in a row for me, granted the first year I was on Switch, this year Switch and Xbox and PlayStation, um, I didn't have a countdown. Is that common? Does it just finish right on the Halloween date, or what happens? Because I Halloween is my favorite in-game event just because I really love the furniture and some of the clothing. Clearly, I'm wearing ghosts at the moment, but and the Halloween wings. But I don't understand why there's no countdown for that one because I have a whole bunch of currency on my PlayStation characters and on some of my Switch characters that I haven't spent just because I expected there to be a countdown. And I thought that the reason there wasn't a countdown on the preceding Halloween event for me was because Switch kind of sucks sometimes with some things. It's delayed or early, or they quickly or abruptly change something at a different date to everybody else. So I assumed that's what it was, but apparently it's everywhere. There's no countdown. So I have currency to spend on Switch now for 2 years. And I did get a little antsy on here, and I was like, I want to make sure I get all my feats from it. So I purchased everything I needed to get the feats for my characters. So that was good. But I didn't get everything I would want because I didn't know it was going to shut down on PlayStation. However, I knew that PlayStation had removed Halloween because someone on a Discord server that I'm in said something about why was there no countdown? Halloween just disappeared. And I was like, oh my goodness, is that true? And I checked and it was gone from my PlayStation. So I was like, all right, Xbox is going to reset in 7 hours from now. I better let people know and I better get on there and spend the currency. So I was able to get on here and spend the currency that I needed. And I'm really relieved that I was able to, because otherwise I would have been in the same situation as last year, all cashed up with nowhere to shop. Unacceptable, especially for my favorite event, my favorite shop. So my second favorite is spring. I love all of the cherry blossoms and the grass and the butterfly. That's also grass. Butterfly grass. That's so pretty. And also the water pools, the ponds, water pools. The ponds are beautiful too. And actually, I have a plant house. Oh wait, I want in. Someone is doing it. I've asked for an invite, but no one's inviting me. Or they saw my name and they were like, no. Oh, I take it back. Here we go. We're in. Would you like to join the phase? I would. Thank you. That would be helpful. And yes, I would like to queue up. Thank you very much. Excellent. This means we're going to get in for, what is it? Does it need three I think that's the alert, isn't it? Ready up. Mystery alert. We're in, people. Let's do it. Okay, so this is the alert event that we're about to go into, which means that it's going to be quite easy to get through because it's the event level, so it's easy for anyone at any level really to play through it. So that's good. But yeah, only two of us are currently queued, so we've got to wait for either two more people to join, or we've got to wait for two more people to randomly queue up and have it come up, I guess. But it did come up on my screen. It says, oh, here we go. You will enter the instance once all players are ready. So two other people have clearly also queued up. We're in. Yay! Let's do an alert, guys. Is this the first alert I'm doing with you? Yeah, I think it is. I don't really do alerts and raids on this character up until this point, but we are now. So this character I think I'll use to show you whatever, anything. I really don't mind. But I really do still want to build from scratch, potentially with other people's input if they're interested, and not put cash into it, at least at the start. We'll see how we go. Some people might want me to try something. I don't know. Very presumptuous of me to assume anyone is going to watch, but who knows? It could happen. Cross your fingers for me. Okay, I hear it. Yep, too many finger crossings. But oh, here we go. Oh, this is quite simple to get through. It looks like we got. Oh, we had two tanks. Someone swapped over the damage, so that's good. I have a tendency, you'll notice, when I'm running raids and alerts, I tend to jump or circle around the enemy and go behind them. It's a habit I formed from playing Elder Scrolls. So in Elder Scrolls, if I'm damaged, I jump behind the enemy and the tank is at the front. I realize this isn't the best way to play, especially if there's a healer, because I may take myself a little far away, or out of group, or not near the tank, and if they turn and attack me, I'm going to cop it. At least that's what it seems like. But the habit is a little difficult to break. I do it automatically. And I have to put conscious effort into not, see, look, I did it again. I have to put conscious effort into not doing it. So yeah, I find it interesting that I do that, and I'm hoping I'm not annoying people by doing that. It's yeah, an odd habit. I might have to try and get out of it because I don't want to be annoying. But people who know me, who have played with me, have no problem, but I don't want to seem like I'm trying to rush through when I'm not. Like, I'm more than happy to do things slow, get feats if we need to, that sort of thing. Um, but it's like a habit. See, look, habit, run ahead and get behind the enemy. It doesn't even work. We're heading to a boss. There's a load screen. I mean, sorry, a cutscene. I know the difference. Oh, look at that. It's like Batman and his negative, him in negative. Not quite, but you know. I like the coat so much. It looks great. Very nice style on that character there, or that player there. Let's go and knock Etragon on his ass, shall we? Sounds like a good plan to me. Let's empty my belt. Oh, and try not to die. Apparently, I'm getting knocked out. I have a tendency to get a little close when there's a boss, apparently. You'd think I would have circled behind. It's the thing I normally do. But here we go. Avoid the teammate. Apparently, a fire is going to come out from them. So there's usually arrows underneath a person who is about to, they say explode, but an explosion occurs underneath you and makes like a circle of fire. Um, it doesn't do a lot of damage, to be honest. I don't really try that hard to avoid it, but if I have it, I try to avoid everyone else in case they aren't going to be okay if it goes off. But yeah, it's not that threatening. Let's do the dog. Oh, this is taking a little while. We must have some not very high artifacts on these people. Oh, also my character is much lower than I'm accustomed to playing, so that's probably as well. Probably what's going on. Oh, see, there's the fire there. Excellent. I think it's really interesting, all this ice going on. It looks kind of cool. Is that Seismic? Actually, I think Seismic Havoc I've played with before. Fastest burger. Good name. Now I want a burger. I actually have not eaten yet today. That's saying something because it's 9 p.m. But don't mention food. All right, we've nearly got him down. Oh, get the Mirage. I'm actually not sure what happens if you just leave the Mirage. I've never done it. It just turns up and I usually knock them off. Get out of the fire. But again, the fire isn't that much of a threat. Here we go. I like the doorway. Apparently one of the furniture items you can get is that doorway with the flames in Etrigan's face. Etrigan. Oh, my bad. See, got too close. I'm not playing well today. That's alright. You guys can critique how terrible I am. Give us something to talk about. See, you can see the arrows under that person over there, so they're going to have the explosion go. And there it went. So, I should show you where the briefing is if I'm not going to piss these people off. Got armor. I'm going to go with the belt. See, he looks cool. I think he's got a chroma on that has like shimmering silver. Very nice. I wonder if that red is like the permanent color or if it's editable. It looks kind of good. All right, let's knock these guys off and try and stay alive. Because apparently I'm not good at that in this one. See? What are we talking about here? How come that's happening so much? Am I tank? No, we've got a tank. Surely I'm not taking most of the hits. All right, then ward becomes completed. It'll come up with a different little saying there each time, and you have to pick one of the 4 swords. Looks of coin is over here, the gold. Then to the left of the door is black as pitch, sparkles over here, and fire over there. So if you're wanting to open the doorway and you're not sure which one to go to, that's the one to go to. Coin, black as pitch, sparkle, fire. You've got it. There's also a briefing in there, but I won't look at them while we're doing the gameplay. I will head back and show you where all the briefings are that I am aware of in here, which I think there are 3 that I know of. I don't know if there's more, but they're the ones that I will show you because that's all I know. And usually when there's a new load-in or world, I look up and see if anyone created a map for briefing positions. But when I did it for Cursed, the world, couldn't find one, so I've created my own. I should really post that for people because I still don't think there's one online. I've found, I think, 12 briefings in Cursed, so I might add that here briefly so that you can see the map and you can pause and then find the briefings if you need to. I am a green wisp. Very cute. Not helpful though. Look at his life bar. Yeah, I'm used to this boss going down so much faster. It's weird playing with this character. I mean, I obviously have done it once before, but I did it once because people needed help. So I was like, all right, I'll do the alert. I'll do the raid. I will help. I was also a little self-serving with that though. Plus, I'd already screwed up. I was trying to do something with this character and I messed it all up. And what's the point if I've already messed it up? So, yeah, now I have an awesome cloak. All right. Oh, there we go. Now I am a green wisp with a blue diamond above my head. Dodging furniture. I never get up to this point anymore. Never. It's very odd. What if I can change loadouts or if this is considered battle? I'm about to have a piece of furniture hit me. No, this is considered battle. I can't change my loadout. And I can't remember what my battle boss loadouts are, so let's find out. Oh yeah, I'm good with this. Perfect. Put those in there. There we go. Double up on the shield. Oh, there we go. That's where I used the new Laughing Knight coat. Isn't it so pretty? I say pretty. Isn't it so dark and mysterious? I always think all my character builds that I make look more like a villain than a hero. I do say that, but then I look at some of them and I'm like, Batman is quite dark. Raven's quite dark, and she's a hero. But I think my aesthetic is similar to Raven.
Since I did not bother to explain it while I'm actually doing the boss, what happens is you attack, and then two of your allies, potentially yourself, will turn into a wisp, and you need to look at the colored icon above your head and go to that colored icon at the side of the room, activate it, you will transform back. That happens 2 times, and then the furniture thing happens. So I believe it's 3 times that the furniture will shoot across the room trying to hit you. So you have to wait for 3 shots. Once that's done, you're back to attacking the boss again. That time tends to happen in a cycle until the boss is down.
Pink. I am pink now. I can't change because of the boss being completed, so I'm kind of stuck as a wisp for a moment. Also, I think he looked better in black. In the red, his underpants on the outside look is much more noticeable. In black, it's not quite so obvious. So I have a preference, and I think he should change. See, I can't change back. Now what? Oh, there we go. That was bizarre. Let's run through. Oh, someone's gone. That's interesting. Maybe they got booted. We'll reopen. Sure, let's do that. It's times like that that I'm like, so did they get booted? Or did they hate my gameplay so much that they were like, I can't play with her anymore? See, look, down again. Down. Because I'm looking at you. That's the reason I'm using. It's not an excuse. It's the reason. Okay. Let's flee and come back. Oh, I thought I'd be further back than this. Cool. Alright, let's get these guys shot in the butt. Hope someone else joins, then they can get the rewards from it and only have to play half. Actually, they can't get all the rewards because you can't get the armor from the first boss if the first boss is completed when you come in. So, yeah. Kind of like this room. I often see some of the load-ins that you can go into and I'm like, why can't that be a base? This is one of those rooms where I'm like, why can't this be a base? I mean, I would change some things. I would probably eliminate the pentagram. I'm not into that. And I would put in, a giant bed that's red or maybe black. And what else? Probably the candle stuff from Dakota City and anything from Halloween. I say anything, but there are some things from Halloween that are quite dull, like the wooden windows. There's a lot of those in different groupings. Like some of them are double, one above the other, and some of them are curved and not curved. And I'm just like, don't think it might be a little excessive with the windows there. There's a duo that I load into that's the Wayne Manor, and I absolutely love that. And I know they have a manor as a base because I buy it and I love it, and it's great. But the one that they have for the load in is so much cooler. The staircase like curves up the side, and I understand that it might not work well for a place where I'm supposed to be putting furniture, but surely you could just make that a space where it's not possible to put any furniture, right? I don't know. Oh, what am I doing? That was not a boss. There's no loot. I did want to check this, though, see how we're going. Ooh, fastest burger. Damage output of a king. Good job. Who's that there? There we go. Yeah, I'm very unaccustomed to how long this is taking. I'm so used to my other character. Or other characters. Because I have a hero and a villain of the exact same build. Fire, my favorite build. And so both of those kick butt, really. And if one of them completes a feat to get stat points, the other one unlocks it. That's how that works. But I like that I have a build that I'm comfortable and confident with on both. I am most comfortable playing a DPS, but tank would be my second choice. I just don't need to because the person that I play with the most, his first choice is tank. So, but when I'm not playing with him, it's very handy to have tank. I'm quite good at it, and I'm all right at it. I survive usually. I'm not happy with this build though. I wouldn't use this one. Her artifacts are so low, it's not worth. But yeah, I like tanking. And if I had to choose between healer and controller on here, I think I prefer healer. Yeah, healer and then controller. You don't want to stand in the green flames. It's quite damaging. Cursed Swamp Thing. You know what? He looks kind of cool in that color too. I think he goes back to green after, but he looks good. Sometimes the Cursed looks way better. I kind of liked it on Zatanna too. Wonder Girl, it kind of didn't look right because she's kind of, I don't know her character, but the way that she looks, at least in that solo and in Cursed when you go to collect your dailies, she looks quite playful and kind of fun and youthful. And the dark aesthetic with the very pale white skin and it's very gothic actually, maybe. Doesn't really suit her, I don't think. Zatanna already has like the black and the like fishnets, and I don't know, it kind of suits her. The bleeding mascara look for the eyes, though, I don't know that that's great. Oh, someone down. I got you. I hope so. Yay! Why on earth do I have Cyborg in my primary allies? I have not fixed this build. I'm stuck in the green flames, but while I'm in this form, I don't think it affects me. There we go. There we go. I say there we go a lot. And okay. Alright, so he attacks and then he shuffles himself away into a green cocoon, and some other enemies come out. You attack those till they're down, and he comes out of his cocoon and you go back to him again. So it's okay, boss. It's I don't know, repetitive, kind of monotonous. I could do this half asleep. I am half asleep, let's be honest. And I'm playing it half asleep, so it's okay.
Does anyone else think that this little form that they change us into looks like a saproling from Magic the Gathering?
Every time I stop talking and there's just dead air while I play, I feel like I need to say something because I don't want you to have to listen to nothing, and I don't have the sound of the game on. So that even more so makes me think maybe the sound should be on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is your shin okay? Yeah, I don't know whether I should put it on or not. I've just always played with it off. But I mean, I'm not listening to something. So the reason I've always played with it off is because I'm always listening to something, you know? I'm not right now, except the sound of my own voice, which frankly I'm not a big fan of in general, but right now, while it's croaking away, no. All right, so one briefing collection is up here. It's just to the left of the entry door here. We're gonna head back this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've played with Seismic Hammock before. Seismic Hammock? Seismic Havoc. Oh my goodness. But not with this character, so yeah, that probably doesn't mean a whole lot to him, but yeah, good player. Here is another briefing collection up on the balcony. And then down this way. Is it this room? It is this room. It is this corner. Ah. So up two balconies, and it's in the corner here. So when you enter this room from the start, drop down, you enter from over here, and you attack some baddies over here. Baddies. It's weird. When I was a kid and I used to game, baddies was what you called the enemies, the bad guys. Now baddies is something we call women who want to be bad? I don't know. Who want to be something. Yeah, but this is where you would head for that first boss. It's just to the left of that and up 2 levels. So, right there. Yay! All right. Let's get out of here. Oh, I sort myself back to how I look awesome. I have to say, I like the Laughing Knight coat though. I like both. They're so good. The only reason I'm keeping this one is because the chroma that I'm currently using has that gold, and the gold going across the front there. I don't know. It looks like it makes sense to me. I like it a lot, so I didn't want to swap her main to the Laughing Knight coat. That being said, I think my other characters have it as their main, some of them. But I love this one too. Anything that is the full length coat, I love so much. Which, that's the important thing when you play DC, to have a cool coat. I mean, that's kind of true because you want to get the artifact back piece, and that's a cool coat. But I'm happy now. All right, now anyone think we're gonna get into this raid? If I was playing on Switch, we'd get in like that, except that Switch is now dead from lag, so that won't happen. And we're not swapping consoles in the middle of gameplay. I say that, but I got on my Switch during this gameplay while I was waiting so that I could check for the stabilizers, which is a good thing because I would have misinformed you otherwise
No, you wouldn't have, because I'm always watching Wazowski.
and said that the stabilizers was still something that you could get from the vendors on Switch, which is not the case anymore. So I can't remember when that changed over, but now that I've looked at it, I'm pretty sure I knew that already and I had just forgotten. It's been a while. The reason I like to use this window is because I can see from this list where I'm loot locked. Especially if I'm playing multiple characters in a day or I'm half asleep, I'll forget which ones I've done and have not done. Stabilizer though will loot lock for you once you've done one character through it. So they don't allow you to do multiple characters through stabilizer fragmentation, which I understand, but also it would be incentive for people to put more characters on. So see, but I say that. Oh, that's the other thing. I was going to check marketplace for you to make sure the stabilizers are still there. It's been a while since I was in here. Supplies. There we go. Stabilizers. Yeah. We have them. Very nice. And we've got some unlocked time capsules already as well. So fun. On my Switch as well, there's a problem with if I post stuff through the mail from one character to another, it will post the mail and say that it's from my other character, but the contents that I've attached to it disappear. So I am very, very dubious about sending anything. I even tried it again during this Halloween. I had some furniture that I was sending across to my main character because she's the one doing the Halloween house, of course, because it's my favorite. And I lost, I think I had 5, 5, 5, 4, and maybe one or two extras. So 20 or 30 pieces of furniture just gone. And that was really sad because I love Halloween furniture. So I'm not doing that again. I'm not risking it. I just don't mail between my characters anymore. I have to use the shared bank. And if it means I have to scroll through multiple characters a couple of times to exchange it through the shared bank, I'm going to do it because it's frustrating to have things disappear on you. It really is. And I don't like that. So that, granted, that is not something that I tried to get fixed. I didn't log it as an issue or anything. I just saw it happen and went, I'm never doing that again. And then Halloween came around, I did it again and went, I'm never doing that again. So I'm hopefully going to stick to it this time though, because otherwise I am just going to create a recipe for disappointment, my own disappointment. All right, lovely people. Let us run through the briefings that I have found in this area. So there are 12 that I have found. Let's go into our map and put a little dot for me to find them. So the first one is over here. Let's be on our way. So hopefully this helps you if you're looking for all the briefings in this area. I'll put the map up so that you can see my map I've created. Unless I find someone's done one online with more, then that's probably a better one to go by. It's the first time I've made my own map for this, but yeah, I'll put it up. I'll put it up regardless so that you can see. So let's head over here. Oh, there it is. So some of them I will have collected, some of them I won't, because, oh, fantastic. We're getting into the raid. Because if I'm in an area and I am fighting off the enemy there and I see one, I'll collect it. I don't think I've run this character all the way through her briefings in this world. I don't think I've done it in any world, frankly. I really do need to do that. But for now, we've got the first one, so that's good. I will pop the next one on the map. So I'm just looking down at my little map that I've created so I can put the pinpoint on here because when I found them all and wrote them up, it was quite some time ago. So I actually don't remember them off by heart, even though at the time I did. I don't now. Yay, we got into the raid. It's funny being excited for this character to go into a raid when I've been so, let's not put her in a raid. She can do anything now. She's amazing. Yay, here we are in the raid. Oh, it's weird when my loadouts disappear from the bottom of my screen and I have no mini-map. Right? It would be a perfect photo opportunity. Get a really nice, big, long shot of the screen. But then I won't see anything going on. So let's open that up and bring it all back. There we go. Now we can see what's happening. All right. So looks like we have 2 healers, 2 tanks, and 4 damage. Beautiful. Some people are very uh, bossy about what's needed in this sort of thing, and they're like, 2 tanks, is that really necessary? 2 healers, do we really need that? And I'm like, it's an event raid. We don't need much. I'm sure we'll be fine. So I don't know. Could just be me. Maybe I'm wrong. But also, some people, especially in event raids, they're quite low level loading in, which means they may only have a tank build and not be able to do damage. They may only have a healer build and not be able to do damage. So, I don't know. Some people need some chill. Oh, I'm doing that thing again. I'm gonna not do that. Let's try to get out of the habit of playing like it's Elder Scrolls, okay? Because I don't want to be playing weird or annoy anybody. There we go. See, now I'm about to like run and find the next enemy and jump behind. I'll slow down. We're at the boss anyway. Oh, I used to say Hesate. I thought the C was pronounced like an S, Hesate, like in ceiling. But apparently it's Hecate. I could be wrong on both of those. So correct me if you want to. I'm don't know what anything on here is actually called. Well, I don't know what a lot of things on here are actually called. I do know some things. I like to knock off Wonder Woman first because Wonder Woman has a ability where you have to not attack her lest you have damage come at you. Though I will say on my other characters it doesn't really do much, but on this one I would like to follow that rule. She also has a pink circle of like little laser looking things that come out from her that you have to jump over. Here we go, pulse. It's called a pulse. So there it is, and that can take your health down quite a bit if you get hit by that. So I like to get rid of her first because her abilities are more irritating than the others. Just like when I played Dakota City in the world, and there are like bosses that irritate me slightly more than the others, like Mammoth with his, I don't remember what I called it, but I think it was something along the lines of run at you, ram you, and knock you off ability, because I don't know what it's called. See, now we're not supposed to attack Wonder Woman, so we've got to attack Cersei instead. So let's do that. Bring her down. Block if you are marked by Cersei's chain lightning. Now, this is something I've never really noticed, to be honest. Why am I attacking a beastie morph? Cersei, Wonder Woman. Oh, Wonder Woman's going to be down very soon. Excellent. Just what we like to see. This is going quite fast. I'm quite happy. Someone has the water henchmen. Very nice. They are from Anniversary. In fact, I think those purple and red, I've forgotten what they're called, the henchmen that were on the screen, are also from Anniversary. Paradox, I think. The water one, I've been trying to get. I've played. Okay, I can't choose loot. Let's just let it do it itself. Try one more time. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I've tried so many times on my Switch to get the water henchman for my water character, but that has not happened. So, unfortunately, it's really funny when I'm playing with other people and I'm trying so hard to get this one thing, and everyone else gets it and I don't. Just like, come on. That is not the case for the water one, I will say, though. That's just been the case for other things that I've been trying to get, where you have to get it from a drop. So, yeah. I think I have got whatever the other drop is um, in the way of henchmen for Anniversary, but I don't remember what it is. What are the enemies in there? There's like the Paradox, There's what's the dog? There's a dog. Oh, see, look, I'm doing Elder Scrolls again. Get behind the enemy. Is it a good way to play, or is it an irritating way to play? I don't want to be a pain in the ass, but it's a habit. See, here we go again. This one, that was a little intentional, I must say. I was like aware of my actions, but it also makes me not get hit as often, which is nice, I think, because they tend to face the crowd. There we go. I really like the next boss we're going to do when we are like transported to the water world area. It, I like the way it looks. It feels nice. It's kind of pretty. At least I think it's pretty. I don't know that other people would agree with that, but it's what I think. But I also think the Laughing Knight coat is pretty and things like that. So maybe I'm not the best person to ask. I think it's kind of funny because most people like I like the very dark kind of gothy aesthetic. I say gothy, but I'm not into the makeup much. I actually have no idea how to do makeup. So all I know how to do is black, and then that's it. My skin is fresh with nothing on it, but you will see a filter on it so that you don't see all the little bits of breakout that I have. So I will look way better to you than I do to myself. But I have no idea how to do the makeup. I really like the dark clothing aesthetic, and I really like dark purple, dark red, sometimes dark blue too. But most would say my personality is a little too bright to go with the aesthetic that I like. So I didn't know your personality had to match. I don't think that's true because what's Nerdy Crafter? She loves that dark aesthetic too, and she is just as bubbly as I am, right? She's so cheery. Maybe they have it around the wrong way, right? Maybe it's actually that the dark aesthetic is for bright, bubbly people. Makes sense to me. All right. See, isn't this beautiful? See, that ability that is about to come, that doesn't hit you too hard. It's pretty benign, but look how pretty this is. You're standing on water in the middle of a giant like ocean going on. Look at all the trees and the rocks. I love the trees. They're not dead trees. They've just had their leaves fall off for autumn and winter. Autumn they fall, right? And winter is when they're gone. So that's all that's happened. They're not dead trees. They're beautiful, alive trees who are just having a bit of naked time. Sometimes the stupid things I say, I think, why am I talking? It's because I don't like the dead air. I don't like there to be no noise going on. I don't know if that's the same for everyone else, but if I was listening or watching something, oh, wait. Hop on the whirlpool for this part, watch for the bubbles coming out, and then avoid the bubbles. It's actually very easy to do. Just make sure you get on the whirlpool so that you transform and are able to do super speed, because if you don't, you will lose your movement ability and you will be a little bit stuck, potentially get hit because you can't move fast enough. So, yeah, be careful with that one. I've seen many a person make that mistake and had to pick up like 3 or 4 of them right after, which isn't too bad because usually people can pick them up right after. You don't get attacked immediately, but still, avoid it if you can. There we go. I forgot what I was talking about. I'll probably be sitting editing and hear myself start talking about it and go, ugh, so irritating.
So I was saying that I don't like dead air because I've become accustomed to having background noise, something I'm listening to or paying attention to while I'm gaming. And so when I don't hear something, it feels awkward to me.
Oh, someone is down here. Let me get you up, buddy. You don't have to run all the way back. There you go. Let's go. So now's the next boss. This one, I have seen so many people not follow the mech. So you have to go to Cersei, transform into a bestiamorph, go to the cloud portal, punch the cloud portal with your bestiamorph form until it breaks down into a black kind of orb on the ground. Then you take your black orb and you smash it into the shield of the, I can't say the actual boss because Hecate is supposed to be the boss, but she has like, I forgot what they're called, like I'm going to go with Thrall. I don't know that that's what they're called, but I'm going with Thrall. Thralls of Hecate that pop themselves into a pink shield, and it can only be broken by everyone putting their black orb. See, here we go. Cersei. I will transform. Bestiamorph. Let's punch the heck out of this portal. Pick up our orb. Oh, it's black and purple. Isn't it pretty? And then see the pink shield? Put that on it and then go to the next one. Oh, we didn't actually get it on. Go, go, go. Okay, then we do it again. Oh, I must have missed it because my portal came back, so I must not have been fast enough. And the whole time that you're trying to do this, there are Olympians coming out of the portals, so you want to do it as quick as possible. And I've many times seen people don't do it. I could stand back, watch the entire battle, and not a single person will go and do the portals. So I understand if it's your first time playing it and you don't know. But if I've written it in the chat and you still don't do it, I'm just like, come on, I can't be the only one running this. Please, someone else do the other side at least. There's four of them. And it just takes longer. But, oh, there we go. We got it. And it's called an aspect. There we go. I would never have guessed that one or remembered. An aspect, not a. Why am I not able to cast? There we go. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why I call it cast. Because I used to play Magic the Gathering. And you cast your cards from your hand. Alright, so I got another one. Let's get over here and Bestiamorph. This is good. We've got another person doing it, so at least we're not carrying this part all by ourselves. Very nice to have a partner. Come on, punch it. There we go. I really like these orbs. I wish they were a furniture item because I would put them everywhere. They look like my soul. Black and purple. Beautiful. There we go. I also like that pink sparkling or purpley pink sparkling bubble that comes around my character as she transforms into a bestiamorph. I wish that that was also a furniture piece, just a arch in that pink color that you could put somewhere in your house because I think that looks cool. But yeah, if I were the person deciding what things would be furniture items, we would have a great many purple things and probably black things. Like those tendrils, I really like those. Sometimes I don't know where to put them because I don't know what makes sense, but they kind of cool. I think you get that from a briefing collection. When you collect the whole lot, you get a black tendril spiral that you can put in your house, which is kind of awesome. That's two down. Have we got a third? I can't remember if this is three. I think it's three. Yeah, one more. Here we go. Yay! A bestiamorph again. Hey, at least I knew the name of that. I will laugh if I'm wrong and it's not bestiamorph. Then you'll be like, you knew the name, it was the wrong name. I would have thought I would say like rhino. He looks like a rhino. Oh, I think maybe that one's going. Oh, I don't need to go over there. Someone's doing it. So excellent. Let's stand over here. Isn't it fun watching my character do things in bestiamorph form, especially that spin? That was hilarious. I do have one thing I don't like when you go to one thing. I have a lot of things I don't like, but in this particular aspect, when we're talking about transforming, there are items that you can get at the Fate vendor right down the bottom of his shop that are able to transform you to look like something. So one of them is like a succubus, one of them is a lion. There's another one. There's a few, and I get frustrated because the only one that looks feminine is the succubus, and I don't want to. Like, my character is female. I purposely play a female character because it's comfortable for me because I am female. I try to make her look kind of like me. I must admit, my hair is brown. I make her hair black. I used to dye my hair black. I love black. So, but other than that, I try to make a character that, is me-ish. I say that, but I call her my character and she, but someone that I'm comfortable playing. Um, and then when I transform into things looking like a man, I really hate. Like the plant build, when you transform into things, they look like men as well. And I'm just like, I don't want to. I want to look like me, even though it's not really me. And it's really odd too, because when I used to play on Elder Scrolls, I didn't care as much. I had characters that I built because I really like the way the orc looks as a man with the underbite. So cool. He looks really tough. I didn't mind then, but on here, for some reason, I mind. Maybe because they look more human. I say that, but that's only because I chose human skin, right? I mean, I could do a cat person like the Khajiits, but I don't know. Here we have a briefing collection, guys, right over here in the corner on the last screen. And, oh, everyone bowed. I didn't bow. I will bow. Thank you, guys. Very nice. Appreciate it. Which way am I oriented? This way. So up here is the other briefing in this room. right up the top of the balcony on the end there. So they're the two that I'm aware of in this room. I believe there's one other down here in another balcony. Now, I'm not sure if the three that I know of are the only ones. I'm really sorry. But at least you'll know where those ones are. If you haven't done this already, you'll be able to collect them. I will say doing event level things, something that's just regular, you don't have to be very high level to be able to get through it. So once you're able, as long as you don't have some angry players in the raids, you can run through this pretty smooth. So that is the other briefing that I am aware of. I used to call them exclamation marks. I'm trying to move away from that um, because I don't want to sound quite as stupid as I do sometimes. So it's helping. I say that. I'm assuming it's helping. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let's get out of here. We have done everything for Cursed. We've done everything for new event. I'm pretty sure this takes you to HOL. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. We just want to go to the group mission, and we are going to press leave. Hey, Seismic Havoc was here again. Leave, and that should take us straight back to Cursed where I was standing on the roof. Yay! But I don't know that I need to be there. I usually take her home and put her to bed. I know that's a weird thing. Most people load in and out of Cursed or wherever it is that they're going to start their farming for reset. I take mine home and lay them down because I don't know. Insert word here. Oh, jeez. Anyway. Oh, no, we need to be here anyway because we are going to get these briefings. All right. We have in the map here, we've done the first one. And we're heading for the second, which is over here. So let's climb up this building until we get to our briefing over here, up on the balcony. So, I don't know, about halfway up the building. So that's 2. This is where number 3 is. Let's head over there now. Just here on the side of the building, not halfway up, but a little ways up. And we've got, well, this one will be one that most people will be aware of because it's so close to the middle of gameplay. So we're going to head right here, right where you load in and start. Oh, do people need help? You guys all right? I think they're fine. I'm going to help anyway. I can't help myself. But I can help them. One time, I was playing a hero, and there was an entire group of villains, and I needed Gorgon. I was heading there to do Gorgon, and they were about halfway down, right? So I see it and go, oh, great, I'll join in and we'll get that completed from my list. I was heading here anyway, perfect. And then when we finished, some person said, nice job turning up at the last minute, heroes. And I was like, is your expectation that once I log into my game and I go to start doing my weeklies, that I should see villains are doing Gorgon and wait? Do you want me to wait until you're done and then do it again? And frankly, on the characters I have, I can do it in a duo, just myself and my friend, because he tanks it, I damage it, and we get it down just fine. We don't actually need to do it with them. So we could. Is that what he would like us to do? Because I found that comment really bizarre. I was like, yeah, thank you. Oh, wait, I went to the wrong location. I made a wild assumption. So this is one here, which I will remember not to go back to. The one it's directing me to is over here in the cemetery. I'm so sorry. I should have remembered. Like on the map, look at this. It's a T shape. It's the exact shape of the cemetery area. I'm frozen? Okay. So round here behind the, is it called a mausoleum? Whatever this building is. So right there. Then over here is the next one on the corner of this building. Beautiful. Can't believe I just ran the wrong way. Oh. Will I help? I can't help it. Cool. Beautiful. Bow. Well done, guys. Let's go and find this thing. Go to the little X. Climb at the building. Oh, this is on a balcony about halfway up the building, I think. Yeah, just there in the corner. Our briefing. I've forgotten what number we're up to, but there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we've done. So this will be number 7. Let's go. Looks like it could be up high on the building. I honestly can't remember anymore. It's been such a long time. That's not a briefing. Must be down low. Oh, there he is. Oh, look, I don't even have it. excellent that we came here. I will say I'm pretty sure I haven't found everything because um, I haven't got briefing collection complete on every single one that has come out with the cursed episode. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't found them all. But these are just all the ones that I have found. So this is the next one this way. Go for a nice jump. I think it's underneath the corner, isn't it? No, it's not. No. Oh wait, is this the one where I've got the dot slightly to the right? Yeah, it's here. Okay, so on this one, guys, go over here. Oh, I just put it back where it was. Go here where I am standing, right there. That's where you will find that one. I knew it was underneath, but I didn't find the right corner. My bad. And I tapped it incorrectly on my little map. All right, so then there is one over here. Let's head there now. Sometimes super speed is awesome, and sometimes it's a pain in the butt. I actually started playing with acrobatics first because I like that she's reacting to her surroundings, like pull her grapple from a building. She can climb up the wall, stay on the wall. She can glide through the air if I want her to. Like I really like that a lot. But some of the benefits of the passives on super speed are worth me swapping, and I'm getting used to it. I like the speed, especially when you're playing a damage. It's helpful because you can quickly move around and avoid damage or things like that if you want to. Also, if you're got some abilities where jumping is a benefit, which I do, when I'm tanking, then super speed is also helpful there as well as the passives are good for tanking too. So that is my exclamation mark. Oh, I did it again. I've been saying briefing this whole time, and suddenly I tell you I used to call it an exclamation mark, and now everything I say is exclamation mark. I am so sorry. Let's go back to this map. We're not going to do this one because we already did that one. So we're going to head over here. We've got 3 more left on my little list here. Please, if I did count incorrectly and say there were 12 when there weren't, or I missed one, yeah, let me know. So let's keep moving. It's up this building. I think it's between. Oh no, it's not between 2 windows on the roof. It's a different one that I'm thinking of, isn't it? Oh no, it is. It is this one. I was correct, and I just corrected myself before I said the correct answer. I don't know why, because I can, I guess. All right, so I got another one on the next building over on that edge there. So let's head there. Excellent. Sometimes the leaping on this character is great. I love it. Not there. Oh, it's right in front of me. I saw it. I was just checking if you saw it. Why is there a turret next to me? Okay, some player has a turret. So it's right there. And we have one more on my list, which is over on this building here. So let's head over. And that's everyone in here that I know of. I am sure I've missed some, though. I don't think I'm accurate enough to have found them all on my own. Especially because I play without sound. So if you play without sound, you can't hear them. We found it! So it's just here on the corner. So my map is slightly off if you see where I've got the arrow there. Oh, completed. Excellent. That's very nice. So hang on, wait till that disappears. So it's actually closer to the corner here than it is to the center. So I will put my map up, but 2 of them are slightly off. So you might need to just pay attention to those. I was tapping my big finger on a little tiny screen and it kind of didn't go exactly where I wanted every time. And I was like, I'll still find them. It's fine. I just know the general area. But then I didn't realize that I might be sharing that with other people. So, whoops. All right. So that is everything that I am going to show you today. Let's warp our lovely Shattered Shadows to her house, which has changed a little, I think, since the last time I played with you. But let's go have a look. I don't think it changed very much. I think I just added a couple of little things. Okay, we are home. Yay! I say we. She is home. Wow, I love my statues. All right, let's go around here. I'm gonna check out my inventory. So something I try to do at the end of every play is fix up my inventory a little because it looks like a bum hit it. So I'm gonna chuck my metal onto lasso. I'm going to chuck my exobites onto my lovely little skull augments here. Beautiful. I've got a collection I don't need, so oops, too far. Sometimes I do that. I scroll too far or too fast or to the wrong place, or I look for the wrong letter and then realize and go, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Wow, look at the amount of furniture I've got. I'm not going to sort through it now because I have multiple houses with multiple characters and they all have a different aesthetic going on in their house, and I don't want to go through and bore you with all of that. I will do it another time. So we've got some we're going to open, 2, 3. We've got that one to collect. I'm also not going to open my armor right now either because I am just a little concerned about my throat, and I'm happy to go through those things with you guys. But not right now. I need to rest my throat, maybe have a cup of honey tea or something because this is not nice. But this was absolutely worth it. I really enjoyed playing with you guys. I always do. And I will just briefly walk you around here so that you can see if there's been changes, which I'm pretty sure there have been. I'll zoom myself in a little so you can see my armories. This is I like this. This is the I think it's called haberdasher table or dressing table. Looks awesome. I've got some replicas right there and here, and then these are my 2 tank builds. Which I think look cool, but you may not, which is fine. And I really like that I got matching mist containers to put around my uh, broker and mail.
It's bank and mail.
I went blank for a moment there. Okay, and then this is an armory I put in here because I thought this looks really cool. Not this. Wait till I do it. We're gonna activate her appearance, and I just thought every now and then I'll chuck this appearance on because I love the skin. I have used it on other characters before, but they are mostly on Twitch, so I just think it looks cool, and I wanted to show it off a little bit, so I went with that, and I really like it with the gold. Anyway, let's take Shattered Shadows to her awesome bedroom. I say awesome, it's okay. It's getting there. Very, very slowly. I actually think I've got a stockpile of furniture on this character that I just have not yet used. But I will at some point. I just have a lot to do in this game, and this is not one of the main things I'm trying to get through quickly, putting out furniture, but at some point I will. Anyway, let's pop her to sleep. Pop her to bed. Good night, Shattered Shadows. And good night, all you guys.